Hello, my viewers and subscribers to my Wise Sayings playlist. Hi, how you doing? Welcome to this channel once again. My name is Phillip. Thank you so kindly for tuning in. Of course, just a quick reminder to like, share, subscribe, and to make sure that you do not miss any of my postings. Now, for my young people, I've been talking about appreciating your background, where you're from, and using the same as a catalyst for high achievement and aspiration and success. And I also mentioned in the last video that you should be very mindful of your associations and choose your friends very carefully. In this video, I just want to share with you another of my postings from an article I did write for my magazine. And the third video I want to make is to emphasize that you are to set personal goals and develop a personal development action plan for your life. To set personal goals and to develop an action plan for your life. Now, there's a wise saying that if you don't know where you're going, then any road will take you there. If you don't know where you're going, then any road will take you there. You need to have an action plan where you're going. What goals, what targets have you set yourself for the future? Now, you simply cannot just meander through life and just expect things to turn out well at the end. Life doesn't work like that. You've got to be very, very purposeful. You've got to be deliberate about your plans, your goals, your success. I was telling some of my students some time ago that I actually set a 10-year goal. When I finished my doctorate some years back, it just didn't happen like that. I set a plan 10 years in advance. And it's always a good feeling, a sense of accomplishments, a sense of achievement, of course, when you can set goals and then, of course, to see them through to fruition and to completion. So, I want to encourage you that you can set your targets, which would be your small steps towards your goal. You need to have an aim or a goal, a long-term project. And of course, you can have short-term, medium-term, and long-range goals. And of course, you know we use the acronym SMART. So SMART, you want your goals to be specific, you want them to be measurable, you want them to be achievable, you want them to be realistic, and you want them to be time-bound. So SMART. Again, your goals, your targets, whatever you set in life to achieve, they must be specific. All right, don't say someday I will be successful or someday I will achieve great things. What on earth is that? That doesn't mean anything. When is someday? What is success? You need to be specific. Be very specific. By the end of this term, I will achieve an outstanding grade in my math. Or I will write one chapter of my thesis by the end of this term. Or by the end of today, I will read 3 journal articles and summarize them. I will write probably 3 of the bibliography for my thesis, whatever. But it must be specific and something that can be measured and something that's achievable and it's realistic. And there must be a time frame to it. Okay, so those are some of the things that you need to remember about setting goals and targets and long-term personal development plan which you're going to develop. Now, very important as well that you realize that you can set goals in different areas of life. So you may have relational goals, you may have career goals, you can have learning or academic goals, you can have financial goals, you can have goals in any area of life. So of course, you don't want to complicate your life too much, but at the same time you want to have goals and set yourself visions that you can of course achieve that are realistic. Now, remember of course that it's very important that you have the longer range goals, but you also have short-term goals, and that you have also your daily targets, or the targets are the small steps that you will take towards your goals. Now, as you know that this playlist is called Wise Sayings for my young people. And there's a wise saying that I want to emphasize here. It's a Chinese proverb which says that the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. So what I want to do is start small. Don't wait for the big thing to happen. You have your GCSEs coming up, you have your A-levels to do, you have your undergraduate, you have your masters, or you're doing a PhD, or you're doing a doctoral degree, whatever it is, or you're setting goals in other areas. Remember, small steps, small steps. Somebody talk about these incremental steps or marginal gains. Okay, the important thing is that you set small steps. And one other thing I want to talk about with regarding goals is that you must be flexible. You must be flexible. At some point I'm going to talk about systematic and flexible ways of working when I come to do time management and being structured and all that kind of thing. You have got to be flexible because life can throw different things at you sometimes that you don't anticipate. I was telling my students, I remember when I was doing my master's degree at some point, I had a deadline, but of course I finished my thesis, 30,000 words at the time. I finished my thesis and have it bound and ready for submission a week in advance. A week in advance. But what happened? My cousin passed away in Gloucester, sadly, and I had to make a few trips to Gloucester. It was about 3 hours one-way drive to Gloucester. And I had to go there to help, support the family and go to the funeral home. And I had to also give a speech at the funeral. All that I didn't plan for. I didn't see that coming. But you know the good thing? Because I'd done my work, I'd set a timetable and a structure, I'd put everything in place. And therefore, I was able to do all of those and still submit and got a distinction. I wish you well as you move on with your life and whatever will be your plans. I know no doubt you'll be making New Year's resolutions. Be very careful about those, of course. You do need goals and plans, but be careful not to frustrate yourself and stress yourself by setting unrealistic resolutions and then becoming stressed out and frustrated when you don't achieve them. Okay? So, again, small steps, marginal gains, incremental steps, be purposeful, and remember, of course, that your goals, your plans, and your personal development plan will, of course, be specific. It will be smart, it will be achievable, it will be realistic, and has a time limit set to it. Remember, if you fail to plan, they say you plan to fail. If you fail to prepare, the saying goes, then you prepare to fail. I want to wish you well, and I know you will prepare and you will plan and you'll do very well, because areas of competence will lead to areas of confidence. So whatever you do very well will help to boost your confidence and your self-esteem as well. So once again, thank you so kindly for joining me on this video today. I just want to wish you well as you make your plans. So remember to like, share, subscribe, and leave a positive comment of encouragement, of course, and just tell your friends about this channel. Once again, thank you so kindly. Thanks for joining. My name is Phillip. Bye.